Gee whiz. I don't want to grow up, because baby, if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Once a Toys R Us kid.
Always a Toys R Us kid.
I came across this article this week. Unearthed video captures the experience of shopping at Toys R Us in the early 90s. It's so weird to me that somebody was just filming people in Toys R Us.
Oh, yeah. It's basically some guy dragging around a giant camera through the store aisles, and now we're watching it today, and we're so appreciative of it. But even though back then he was probably being so creepy.
That's what I'm saying, man. This dude's such a creep. So I finally got to like a reasonable explanation of like what was happening. Okay. But the way it opens up is it opens up and a woman is being filmed searching through an aisle of products. Yeah. And like that's how it opens, and you're like, okay. And it's like it looks like footage that somebody just recorded themselves. So you're like, okay, it must be like this person knows this person. And then she locks eyes with the camera, and she's like, oh, and there's like a look of shock, and then she starts backing out of the frame. And you're like, oh, she does not know the person that's filming her. And he's like filming them, filling out their receipts and like signing their check. And I was just like, who let this person film them? So I finally came to the conclusion that this might be like old news footage or something like that, where they were like, there was a story about Toys R Us, and this is like without all the like stuff on top of it, the news would add and like clip it together.
B-roll, yeah. I was thinking about that, but then I remember that one shot where he's like up close and personal on that one lady's like personal list that she's writing. Yeah. Just zoomed in on whatever she's writing.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know she's being filmed. We haven't talked about like the actual content of it, which is like just searching through the shelves, man. Like that Lego aisle is like looking good, like looking nice and pristine.
What a trip, dude. It was so funny to see all that Lego stuff, and it's all just like generic, like not non-licensed stuff. It's so funny. I mean, obviously, like, I love the Ninja Turtles and seeing all that. I thought that was freaking awesome. All those carded Ninja Turtles. And then you see, like, just a palette of the sewer play set, which is insane because, like, boxed examples of that nowadays go for, like, upwards of, like, $800 to $1,000. So it's just crazy to see that stuff, just like a palette of play sets just sitting there. I did see that one woman, she had a super soaker, which I thought was cool. It was the 50. You know which one that one was, right?
Was that like the main one with like the big old barrel on the top?
Well, they all had that pretty much, but it was like the green barrel and like the yellow stock.
The pump? Like the yellow pump?
Well, like the whole thing was yellow, and then the bottle on top was green. And then, then it had like the white barrel with the orange tip.
I don't know if I know that gun.
Oh, dude, everybody had the 50.
I don't know if I had the 50.
And then if you didn't have the 50, you had the 100, which is like the blue one. And then I remember the 200, which was like the twin tanks. Dude, you were king of the lane with the twin tanks, man.
Super Soaker 50, king of the lane.
Other than that, though, man, I didn't really see too much. I remember seeing, like, the gigantic wall of sports balls, like basketballs and footballs. Dude, oh my gosh.
That's where your parents take you. You're like, get me out of this section. Get me away.
It's just funny.
This is not for toys.
Because, like, I haven't been in a Dick's in a while, but I know, like, in a Toys R Us or, like, a Target nowadays, like, you might see one or two balls, like, on a shelf in that section. Like, that is just like, what do kids like? Oh, well, kids like sports. Let's get all the balls and put them in the store and on display. Like, that's so much shelf space. I was cracking up, dude.
That and the bikes.
Oh, yeah.
The bikes. It's just like, get me out of here.
What a different time that was, man. Oh,
yeah, man.